What's the fastest way to lose weight safely? And I think that's a good question, even though I don't like the idea of rushing the process, but I'm not gonna preach to you guys. I'm just gonna give you guys some value on this. Now, I love that he included the word safely, right? Because that's gonna be the first tip. Understand that usually anything you do to speed up the weight loss process, if you're not aware, it ends up setting you back in the long run. And I've learned that the hard way. Anytime I try to cut calories too drastically, anytime I try to add too much cardio, anytime I try to do anything that I thought was speeding up the process, it always f***ed me up. So have the awareness, right? Understand whatever the reason is, whether you have a birthday coming up or a vacation or whatever it is, whatever the reason is that you want to speed up the weight loss process, understand that that approach is not going to be sustainable and it's just going to be for a season. That's the first tip. Second tip, make sure that you set up some accountability and you tap into some sort of community. You need support. A lot of us, we try to do this shit by ourselves. And especially in the Black community, we don't have the support at home. Find a way to manufacture some urgency around this, right? Set a goal, share it with your friends, or you can join my 6-week Lean by Halloween challenge. The beauty in this challenge, yes, you can win $1,000. Yes, you can win some free coaching, but the fact that you have a group of people who are all pursuing the same goal, right? You guys can share your wins, share your losses. There's so much magic in community, and there's so much magic in the accountability and the urgency that the challenge creates for you, right? You mentally show up different with your goals when you have this sort of manufactured pressure on you, if you will. So take advantage of the challenge. The challenge allows you to bet on yourself because this challenge is potentially free. There's an upfront fee, but if you do everything you're supposed to do in the challenge, you get your money back. You could bet on yourself. It's all about how you show up. And I believe in you. So click the link in the description. Find out more about the 6-week Lean by Halloween challenge. It starts on the 18th. All right, so tap in. The next thing, right, if I'm trying to lose weight as fast as possible, I'm making sure at least 90% of my diet are whole foods, and not just whole foods, but high volume, low calorie foods. Foods that you can eat a lot of for a little bit of calories, right? For instance, a Big Mac may be 560 calories, right? But that's just one sandwich. There's no fries, there's no soda, there's no milkshake, it's just the sandwich, 560 calories. But if you took that same 560 calories and you eat 560 calories worth of chicken breast, broccoli, brown rice, and a salad, right? You get 3 to 4 times more food in volume, which means you're gonna always be satiated. You're gonna feel full. You never want to be hungry on a weight loss journey because you don't have to. I have clients who report back to me that they have trouble eating the amount of calories that I tell them to eat because they're eating high volume, low calorie foods, right? Your cleaner foods are not going to be as calorie dense. If you focus on that, you're going to be golden. Next thing, you want to make sure that you're getting enough sleep. Listen to me. This is one of the biggest issues that goes so unnoticed. I've had clients where we were busting our ass in the gym. I know for a fact that they were eating in a calorie deficit and they still weren't losing weight. And it was because they weren't getting enough rest. Your body recuperates during the resting stage. It also helps you manage your cravings, right? If you ever notice, when you don't sleep, you crave sugar, you crave carbs. It's because your body is needing energy. There's an energy deficit, right? Because you're not getting enough sleep. That's how your body thinks it can replenish its energy, by asking you for carbs and for sugar, right? So when you get enough rest, your cravings are under control. Your body is well rested, which means it's gonna function properly. There's all upsides to getting more sleep. So if you wanna speed up the weight loss process, add another hour to your nightly sleep routine, for sure. Another thing, you want to manage your stress. Now, if there's a wedding coming up, which is stressful in itself, I'm sure, but you got a birthday or a trip or something, right? So let's say you got 6 weeks and you wanna lose as much weight as possible. During that 6 weeks, you know that toxic chick you're dating, or that friend that always has some problems, or if you do overtime at work and it usually stresses you out, whatever you need to do to kind of eliminate the stress, do that. I promise you, this is one of those things you'll probably never hear in a weight loss tip video, but if you manage your stress and you can drop your cortisol levels, your body is gonna function way better. You're gonna sleep better. Your cravings will be more under control. So again, manage your stress. Another thing, you may wanna experiment with carb cycling, right? There may be days where you eat no carbs, and then the next day you eat maybe 50 grams of carbs, and then the next day you eat about 150 grams of carbs, and then you kind of cycle through it, right? This is one way to get the benefits of a low carb diet without actually cutting carbs completely from your diet. So carb cycling is a powerful tool that I always use when I'm trying to speed up the fat loss process. All right, what else would I do if I was trying to speed up the process? Oh, now, instead of dropping your calories too low, now that's what most people think. That's the worst thing to do. You wanna make sure that you have a 300 to 500 calorie deficit, no more than that. So that means if you maintain your weight at 3,000 calories, you should be eating no less than 2,500 calories, which gives you a 500 calorie deficit. Now, if you want to speed up that process, you may want to add some activity, right? Add a HIIT finisher where you're doing burpees or sprints at the end of your workout. You want to add a cardio session. You may want to do a 30-minute cardio session every day, right? Aside from your workout. You want to make sure that you're getting at least 10,000 steps a day. That would be extremely helpful as well. You want to add activity instead of reducing your calorie intake. That's my pro tip. Because if you reduce your calories too low, you're gonna feel like shit. You're gonna sleep like shit. It's not gonna help you. All right, so don't try to do that. So in review, high volume, low calorie foods, sleep management, stress management, experiment with carb cycling, add activity instead of cutting calories. Hopefully that was helpful, guys. Drop it in the comment section below if you have any questions, because I'm probably gonna make one of these videos every day, all this week, all right? So let me know. Hit the thumbs up. Shout out to the Brix squad, love you guys. And as always, the body that you want is owned by a higher version of yourself. So evolve, let's get it. If I can go back to the days when I was overweight, the one thing I would have done differently is I would have gotten more support. All of my successful friends, they all have one thing in common. They all invest in themselves. They get the support that they need. I'm currently taking on online coaching clients. Sign up for a discovery call, and let's figure out if we make a good team, because I want to help you transform this year.